What's poppin', Remembers? We are the Remember When podcast, home of millennial nostalgia, Gen Z, and millennial nostalgia. I'm Jose.
Hey, family. Welcome back. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Aimer.
Hey, family.
Hey, family.
Hey, family.
Family?
Family?
Are we family?
Familia es todo.
Oh, family.
Familia es todo.
Plata o plomo.
Familioso.
Give us a Bustelo sponsorship. That's what we need.
Yeah, Cafe Bustelo.
Yeah.
Get that Goya sponsorship.
Goye?
Do you guys actually like Goya?
They just got a lot of products.
I mean, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. Yeah. Can you imagine? I just like spit it out after every take, being like, it's so good. So good.
That's what I swear. What's that? The mukbangs?
Mukbang?
I thought it's mukbang. I thought that's how you're supposed to say
It's probably the proper way, yeah.
Bang. It sounds real American. Mukbang.
The mukbang.
Watch my what bang? My mukbang?
Yeah, but I swear, like, they just, like, eat and then, like, cut and then spit it out, like, during the cut or something like that, because I don't know.
Oh, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's, like, a common thing in, like, in Hollywood and, like, acting in general is, like, anytime there's a scene that they need to eat because, like, if it takes, like, 8 takes, like, you're not going to eat 8 burgers or something like that in, like, one shot. Or take after take is what I should say.
Reminds me of like Peaky Blinders, how they smoke all the time, so they'll use those herbal cigarettes that apparently taste like ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know any of that.
But like that's to avoid like cancer.
Of course, yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Or you could be cool and actually smoke a cigarette.
Or it could be authentic.
15 takes later.
I was about to say, you puking, bro.
Yeah, I'd be puking after 3.
It's like raw dog and cigars. Don't do that.
Yeah, my lungs are blackened, but at least I got $1,000.
Yeah. I got $500. Shout out Danny Trejo.
Machete.
All right, we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to jump straight into this one because this is it right here.
This is the
Spy Kids 3D. If you haven't seen our reviews of the first 2 Spy Kids movies, please go check those out. I don't know, we'll have them in the description or somewhere. You know what? Just go to our page. Don't be lazy. Like we're all about convenience nowadays on YouTube, being like, oh, click the square, click this, like
click the like button.
Yeah. No, go to the channel itself and go back. I don't know, 2 episodes.
Yeah, literally 2 episodes.
Yeah, just 2 episodes.
I'm out of order.
Yeah.
3, then 1, then 2. What
3,
the fuck
1, 2. Anyways, we're talking about Spy Kids 3D. Game over. Double D.
The best one.
The citation. There's a movie. You ever heard of Piranha? It's like the Piranha movies.
Yes.
There was a Piranha 3D, and then the sequel was called Piranha 3 Double D. And you watch the trailer, it's just it's like girls with tits and just big juggling and shit. Bro, they knew what they was doing, bro. I need all my movies to be called 3 Double D.
Oh,
I don't know when the horror genre turned into like titties.
Boy, since the 80s.
I know, but like
Friday the 13th.
that's like a Sharknado damn near film. Like
practically is.
I keep the attention.
Yeah, it's all about intentions around here. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the Spy Kids movies, I watched the fuck out of this movie.
Agreed.
It came on Cartoon Network so many times. I rarely saw the second Spy Kids. I only saw like the first one a couple times. This movie, maybe it's because of the video game aesthetic, this played every like month. Somehow, some way, this movie's getting played on Cartoon Network, bro. And I wouldn't regret it. I loved it. Maybe it's the gamer in me.
I will say to anybody that has like never watched this or maybe is like reflecting back on it, this is very much a movie of its time. There are certain movies that are like products of its time, and this is one of them. This is like one that where it's like explain the early 2000s. It's like right here. This is it. You can tell by the characters' hairstyles, by the clothes they're wearing, the visuals. Visuals are spot on for what it was of 2002, 2003.
Definitely spot on.
Yeah. It's if you want like a snapshot of that time period, this is the movie.
This is the movie. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they shouldn't. I get they gotta call it Spy Kids 3 for like marquee value, but you can literally just call this movie Game Over, and it's like you get the same shit out of it. This ain't no spy movie, bro. This is barely a spy movie. You thought the second movie kind of deviated a little bit. This is not even a spy movie. This is a video game, a literal video game, nothing else. And because you like remember, first movie you're seeing like, oh, parents became spies, and then you're gonna see how the kids become spies. This movie is literally like Like, remember from the second movie, by the end, Juni pretty much retired from the OSS, from the OS. And now he's just a gumshoe, a literal gumshoe. Just, investigating areas. Like, you see why this water park is closed down? It's because it's winter. Ooh, we're like, okay, cool. We making a buck, make your money.
$9.99 secured.
Exactly. You better. That's my retainer fee. $10.
I mean, no joke. That was more than what I was making per hour.
$10 back then actually
in like 20
got you something.
Oh yeah,
15.
Yeah.
So
per job, that's pretty good.
I actually when I first heard it, I was like, that's not. Now I really thought about it, I was like, that's crazy. I worked less than that. Like for yeah.
Then eventually, Juni's like, yo, there's this game coming out. I've been saving all my money for Game Over. And they're like, yo, this is about to be the most legendary video game of all time. And if you look at if you're a kid, you wouldn't notice it. But on the news anchor on the TV is like, you're going to want to get Game Over. And I was like, is that fucking Sylvester Stallone? Hold up. How the fuck they get this man in this movie? I'm going to have to look at the budget for this movie because it got to be. Yeah, you look it up if you can.
It was like two.
Yeah, I got you.
It was almost equivalent.
Because first was 35, second was 38. This movie got to be, I'm guessing, like 45.
Says 38 again.
Yeah.
Damn,
it was real close to the second one. I remember that. But that's what I'm saying. Where did the CGI go in the second one? But anyway.
Yeah, anyway, like that, eventually, Judy gets humiliated. He has a whole piggy bank full of money, and he drops all that shit, and now he's like, oh, no, I can't get Game Over. But then he gets a call from the president, a.k.a. George Clooney, bruh. Already another fucking major star. That's like, yo, you got fucking George Clooney as the president? Oh, shit. And this man says, hey, come back to OSS. We need you. And he's like, man, I'm off that case. And then he's like, well, guess what? Your sister's gone, so you have to do something about it, little dickhead. It's like, all right, okay, I guess I'll come back to OSS. Fine. I'll do something about it. So here's the thing. You think, oh, she got kidnapped by like some enemy, like Russian agents or something. No. So apparently Game Over, this game, is created by some dude named the Toy Maker. And he's using it so that when it finally goes live, he's gonna control all kids, or like make it so like they're pretty much like stuck in a state of like they can't be like catatonic state, where they can't literally not focus on anything else but the game. So Carmen's going in there to do something about it, but she got stuck at level 4 and they don't know where she is. She's really in like a tube, like an anti-gravity chamber, just like floating. It's like, apparently it makes your control of the game much better, but she's stuck at level 4 and there's 5 levels total, with the 5th level being mysterious because nobody's been there. You're not supposed to be even access that thing. So Juni's coming in. He's like, I could do this. I got this. I'm going to do it. I got this, y'all. I'm going to go in and save my sister. And guess who's back? Don again.
Whoa.
Didn't he like literally try to commit murder last movie?
Yeah, he was like an actual criminal.
He's changed.
He's
because of that lady actor. What's her face name?
Because who?
Cindy Lou Who?
No, the scientist.
Oh, his wife.
Oh.
Yeah. What's her name?
Who's the actors?
No.
Let me
She's
check.
popular. I know she's popular.
No, I know you're right about that.
Yeah,
because I remember he even made a comment. He was like, "Oh, I see so and so straighten you out," and she was like, "Yeah, I did."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's his wife. I don't know who the actor is, but yeah, that's his wife.
I remember she was popular.
She was.
Yeah.
She played.
Was she also a giggle?
No, I don't think so.
No,
she has to be a giggle, so I think it was the wife.
You don't have to take the last name.
Yeah, true. You know what? You know what? Yeah, you don't have to take the last name. It's crazy because the kid who played Carmen, she's married to the dude who played Carlos in Big Time Rush. I never knew that.
Oh no, I didn't know that at all.
I never knew that, and apparently, I think he took her name too.
Oh, yeah. Salma Hayek.
That's probably the woman who's Donovan's husband.
Yeah,
Salma Hayek. Yeah, I know that name. I don't know what she started in.
I don't know either. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, Salma Hayek, famously known from Spy Kids 3D as a scientist. They boot Juni right into the game. And this is when the movie truly begins. Because now it's just CG heaven, bro.
Yep.
How y'all love CG heaven.
Wow. It's I'll tell you this, it definitely takes me back. I will say that. Like, not to like bash on it heavy, right? It definitely takes me back to that time period because there was honestly much worse looking stuff. Like, I remember shows like But Ugly Martians.
Oh,
you guys remember that?
Yeah.
That is stayed true to that name full and through. But there were shows like that, or even I remember there being moments in like Transformers where like even that looked pretty
Beast
ugly.
Wars.
Yeah, Beast
you just look
Wars.
up
Beast Wars was
and
the most
shit.
guilty because I remember Cybertron, they kind of got their stuff right. Like Energon, they like got better. Cybertron was when they like kind of found their stride. Like where like it's obviously still looks aged, but like they actually got it right at the time. But I will say that it's a nostalgic look. When I did see, I was like, dang, like that's what the 2000s looked like, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all.
When did Shark Boy and Lava Girl come out?
2005.
Before or after this film?
After. Dude, this one's 2003.
Okay. I can give more grace to Shark Boy and Lava Girl then. I can see it.
We need to rewatch
It was
Shark Boy and Lava
cartoony
Girl.
to an extent too because it was a video game and
Yeah.
it was also old school. It looked like if you put Rayman in first person, but the files were corrupted. Like
The files
it's
are
not all the
corrupted,
way
it's crazy.
there, but like the enemies are there, like the bouncing frogs and shit. I thought of either Frogger or like Rayman in first person. That's the biggest comparison I can make.
That's a good comparison. Like this looks like a late PS1 game.
Or Gex. That's what it reminded.
Gex,
Yeah, that's what it
yeah.
reminded me of.
Fucking Enter the Gecko, bro.
First person Gex.
This whole thing looks exactly like how like an early 2000s, maybe like a PC game that you would find like in a bargain bin or some shit.
That's pretty spot on.
Like it looks so goofy. If you're not used to that kind of aesthetic, then you're probably just a young kid. You're probably young or you're too old. If you grew up in this era, it's low key. Maybe I'm just crazy. It's appeasing to the eyes in a weird way. Not appeasing, but it makes me feel comfy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely comfortable is the best way to describe it. Like for anybody that's like in our generation being like a millennial.
Yeah, and the fact that it's supposed to be mimicking video game aesthetic, I'll give it a leeway. But if I was a Spy Kids diehard fan who wanted to see some spy shit, I probably would have been pissed. But I ain't gonna lie, this is the first Spy Kids movie I ever watched. I didn't give a damn. I just thought, video game aesthetics. Everything looks like candy. I want to eat this whole scenery. Like this place looks crazy. And Juni is like seeing bouncing frogs, and then he meets other humans, bruh. These guys are known as the beta testers, and there's 3 of them. You got Red, who's strong. You got Blue, who's smart.
TMNT.
You got Yellow, who's
TMNT.
cool. I don't know their fucking names.
The moment you said Red, I was like, I know he doesn't know.
Raphael. Michelangelo.
No, it's Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Donatello. We ain't got no Raphael. Raphael. We got Raphael.
Yeah, we got Raph.
Yeah, there's no.
We get
there's
Mighty
no Donatello.
Morphin Power
There's no
Rangers.
Donatello.
We get Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, only 3 out of 5.
Well, no,
OG
and
before
then
you added more.
Juni's 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 4. Okay,
And then we get
Carmen's-
5 later, and then the special 6th edition Ranger.
Yeah. White
which
Ranger, that
comes
guy.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, that's true. So these are beta testers, red, blue, and yellow. And one's cool, blue's smart, yellow's cool, red's tough. There's a reason I don't know their names. They don't really say them that much, bro. And you're gonna forget it immediately. That's the only.
You don't hear their backstory until later anyway.
You don't even really hear Juni's name much.
Yeah, you don't.
Either. Yeah, you really don't hear many names. Even the villain, you only know him by his villain name.
The toy maker.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and who is the toy maker?
He wasn't introduced until the, who comes back.
To who? Oh yeah, I know when he
The
comes
guy
back.
with the floating head.
Yeah, the float. What? Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Shout out those effects, bro.
Shout out floating head, bro. Shout out floating head, man.
Yeah.
Like so Juni's trying to traverse all through this like world, and he's like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. He thinks, oh, the beta testers will help me out, and they said, hey, if you go over to that spring right there, it'll launch you to the dark side of the moon. That's the 2nd level. He bounces up, goes into the sky, and they're like, hey, loser, and he just leave him behind because they're trying to get to level 5 and see what maybe there's some magical riches going on there because that's the rumor. There's some riches. If you get to level 5, you get rich. So Juni gets all the way launched to the moon, and then they get that floating head coming in, and they're like, it's a scientist, and they're like, hey, Judy,
You're not a good farmer.
you're not a farmer. You're not a farmer, Judy. Your sister's dead, Juni.
That was a good cut right there. That was a good cut. I like it.
Oh, yeah. And side note, apparently, so Juni had 24 hours to bring his sister back. He goes to the moon. I forget if it was he goes to the moon or when he was in like level 1, he got knocked out or something. He loses like 21 hours, like 20.
I thought it was 12 hours. Was it 21?
It was like 20 hours. Like it literally said like
crazy.
What happened to my time? It was like 4 hours left. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So, yeah, by the time he got to the moon, he only had like 4 hours left. And then they said, hey, we'll give you a lifeline. You can call anybody. Who would you want? He's like, oh, my dad, my mom, uncle.
Remember the stat breakdown?
Yeah. Give him like the whole like he's like, yo,
he was like, this nigga's smart, but he's dumb.
You're like dad. He's smart, he's dumb. He gave grandpa like, oh, he's very wise and like, very strong, but he's disabled.
yo, Rudy's explanation killed me. He was like, well, technically, he hasn't been using his legs in so long, so his intellect must be raised. I'm like, what? What?
And by that logic, Juni picks grandpa. Yeah. But when he picks grandpa, his shit goes from like 4 hours to like 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm like, how the fuck does it? Wait, what? They don't explain that. I'm like, what?
How to download grandpa, bro?
Apparently, or maybe it's like a fast forward in time where it's like, oh, it took like an hour to get grandpa.
No,
like,
Jay did say he's like, that was fast, sort of, but that's probably why he says sort of. I didn't even peep that.
They had to download grandpa.
Guess so. They had
the wheelchair is an additional 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah, maybe they had to get. You remember because they had to probably plug grandpa and they had to go get grandpa. It's like, okay, let's go drive grandpa.
Grandpa just came over on his jetpack.
Plugging grandpa in is crazy.
Plug grandpa in. He's like, come on, grandpa, go over there. So grandpa comes in and then they're like, oh, Juni, why the fuck did you call me? I have a wheelchair. And then they see a power up. They give grandpa the power up and then
reinforced legs.
He can walk. He has a suit. Holy shit. Grandpa's walking. And then he sees a butterfly and fucks off to go get the butterfly.
People, reminder, this is an old movie. So grandpa's head doesn't exactly match the next spot. There's a reason.
Yes.
It's just a little outdated.
No, bro, this movie's realistic, bro. The graphics at the time, man.
Yeah, you love the way he jumped, didn't you?
Yeah, he went. Amir, it's on the moon. You don't get it. Gravity.
So why did he land like he's the Hulk?
Because gravity.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know what happens when I put a fucking power suit on in the middle of the moon? Hey, we don't know, bro. This movie could be realistic.
Grandpa was like 7 feet tall.
Scientifically accurate.
He was tall as hell. They gave him extendo legs in that bitch.
And here's a cool thing. Not cool. What the hell am I talking about? So, I remember it goes to a scene with Stallone, aka Toymaker, and there's 3 other versions of him. One's like an old dude, one's a scientist, and one's a bum. I think I forget. He's
got different. Like a hippie.
Yeah, he's like a hippie, bum, and like a scientist. He got different versions of him, and like
a general nigga.
Yeah, general. Yeah, general, hippie, and bum. Fuck, I'm getting confused. Whatever. They go. He talks to him as like advisors, and then he reveals, well, let's see if little young Juni can go get Carmen. And Carmen is like literally just like floating in a tank, unconscious. It's like, okay, see what he's doing. Maybe he might bribe Juni with Carmen or something. Maybe you gotta do like some very powerful negotiation scenes. But forget about that. So now Juni's gotta go to a rock'em sock'em like fucking big junkyard robot throwdown. He goes up in there. They say, hey, get ready. You're about to fight this very crazy opponent. It's gonna be wacky. He gets a suit. He finally gets his suit because he was running around like the
noob suit.
Yeah, the noob suit, like
the beginner.
Like he's like really wearing like basic shit. But then he finally gets that Master Chief kind of armor, but it's yellow. It's cool. It's actually
foam
cool.
Suit.
The foam, nah, bro, that's metal. That's aluminum. Adamantium.
that's adamantium at its finest.
Yeah, prime adamantium, and So it's weird. You have this robot and you have these platforms where it like serves as the head and you move on that head and mimic it. So it's like if you punch, the robot punches. Think like Pacific Rim, only not as cool. And then his opponent is a girl named Demetra. Ooh, it's a purple robot. Oh, snap.
Falling in love with Demetrius.
Yeah, all falling in love with Demetrius.
She got that purple color like it's Sly Cooper. Yeah.
Shout out Sly Cooper.
Shout out my boy.
Dimitri.
And then they duke it out. Yo, Demetrius beating his ass. And then by the power of nonsense, Juni wins. Juni just wins. And here's a weird side note. So you remember how they have lives. Anytime like Juni takes like a fall on the moon, he lost 1 life. He started at 9 and now he's at like 6 or 7. So Demetria suffers a fall. She loses 3 lives.
Okay. It depends on the severity of the damage.
Juni flew to the moon.
I know.
And he
but
lost one.
He has a defensive build.
Okay.
She's a rogue, so she takes more damage.
You know why I didn't think about that? Maybe there are different classes.
Yeah, different classes, bro.
So red guy probably wouldn't have lost like half that many lives.
Yeah, no, he's a brawler.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh logic. When you stab the moon, when you move the clock forward, they age the monster.
I played Pot of Greed twice. What? I draw 8 cards.
Then I draw 8 cards.
The field spell is an ocean, so I swim underneath.
You fell into my trap card. It's a spell.
And after that, he was like, bro, like, here's the thing. This movie goes it's so quick. This is the quickest Spy Kids. I think it's like the shortest one, too.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and 20. This is the quickest movie because it'll literally go from like level 1, Juni hopping with frogs, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, go to the moon. Oh, now we're at the moon. And it's like, oh, Grandpa's here. Grandpa's going away to go chase a butterfly. Oh, now we're going to go fight with some robots. And maybe you have like one talk scene with Stallone, but like if you thought the parents were going to be coming back, nope, not yet. Ain't no parents at all. It's literally just like Grandpa in terms of like recurring like parental figures. Otherwise, it's just Juni, the beta testers, and then other characters we see later on. So next comes up is the it was the fake ass F-Zero, which is like the race. So then the beta testers come up and they're like, yo, guys, look at Juni, yo. He looks just like the guy in the photo. He's the guy. That's the guy, dude. And they're like, yo, he can get us to level 5. He's the man. We gotta trust this guy. And the cool guy's like, nah, fuck that, man. He ain't no guy. Let's see how you do in the race. And this is what it proves our point. Juni sucks. He's just as bad as his father, bro. Without Grandpa, he would have been mollywopped through that whole race. Because Grandpa literally had, like, Juni goes into a car and he's like, you know, think of it like Mario Kart, except like mixed with F-Zero. And they're going fast, but Juni gets knocked out of his car and he's literally sliding across the road. And you're thinking, how is he gonna get back? Literally, Grandpa gotta save his ass and just carry him. It's like, Juni, what the fuck are you doing? Get it. He literally takes the dude off
Juni,
the car.
just relax. Grips this boy like a cat behind the nape.
And then puts Juni on and just takes him away. I'm like, wait. Like, what about that kid? Like, what is he doing?
Grandpa's car killed me because it was built like a wheelchair.
Yo, it was. It was.
Brother got legs just to go right back to what he liked.
Stick with what you know. Like literally, it's like, you know, Demetrius comes back and then it tries to, you know, take out Juni in the middle of it, but fails. Juni wins by sliding on the hubcap. Congratulations to Juni. And that's when he proves, I am the guy. Yo, Juni made that like face, that stoic ass face when he got up. He was like he's trying to look and make himself look hard.
Right.
Trying to make himself look hard.
I am that guy.
I am the guy. And then this is like the most nothing part of the movie afterwards. They go through like I already forget what the area was, but then they're getting chased by the programmers. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, it was low-key cool shot when like it shows Grandpa, it shows the kids, it shows Grandpa again. You can see like these 2 dudes in the back, like posing up like Batman. And they weigh in, those are the programmers. They literally get taken out in like 5 seconds. It's not even that hard. Yo, this man Juni comes up with Demetria, and they're like trying to sort out a plan. Then the programmers come behind them, and they're like, "What are you doing without your grandpa?" And she's like, "Yo, he's the guy. He's the guy. What are you gonna do about it?" This man screams, "Grandpa! Grandpa, help!" And then the way she looks at him, he's like, "Dude." Like, it's just hilarious because remember in the first movie how like Juni's whole arc was like, oh, I'm gonna be confident and not be scared. What happened?
He was pussy the whole movie.
This man,
literally,
yeah,
was.
the whole movie.
The whole movie.
What happened, Juni? You became straight pussy, bro. This is tragic. And then your grandpa comes up, picks up the programmers, and makes them reveal their true form. It's like, yeah, look at these nerds. And then the next scene, and now this is when the most tragic moment of the film comes up. Level, what's it, 3? I forget. It's probably, I think it's level 3. A showdown between your own people. So initially it gets put. So, and I'm confused. So someone just had to die?
Mm-hmm.
Someone just had to die, and that's it.
Someone had to lose.
Yeah. And then you move on to the next level. It's kind of wild programming. This game sucks.
But the person didn't die.
Yes.
Because there was that scene before where Rudy like found a health and he was like, oh, I'm gonna just give it to Demetrius because she's some fine shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she got works.
It's crazy too. She had like multiple lives left and then she died immediately.
She went from like 4 to like 9 lives.
4 to 9, and then she went from 9 to 0. Like, she died immediately. So it's like you literally, it starts off with like the red dude, red strong kid fighting Juni. Juni once again fucking sucks. He can't fight for shit, and he damn near dies. He was left at like 0.5, if I recall.
Yeah, he
or
got
maybe at
messed
1.
up.
Yeah.
This dude sucks. So he gets caught, pretty much tagged out for Demetrius, and then Demetrius comes in and is like, "Hey, I got you, Juni. Don't worry. You need to go find your sister." All the red dude does is stab her platform with his little spear thing, and then just pulls back, and then she disintegrates. Game over. What happened to all them lives, bruh? What happened? That's all you had to do?
They still went to the next level too.
No, they were biased with these lives, bro, because it was crazy what took out your life count and like how fast it took it out.
Inconsistent. Like, I fall, I lose 3. Juni falls to the moon, loses 1.
He always. I don't think. Did he ever lose more than 1 at any
Never.
point?
I don't think so, no.
No,
It
only
always
one at a
was
time.
-1 for him. That's why I joked he's like defensive because
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Maybe it's that bulk. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it is that bulk outfit. But at the
Defense
same
build.
time, we see just how little that bulk outfit does later.
yeah. Like, literally now here's what we're going back to. Remember Carmen? Carmen, she's literally made like barely any appearances this whole movie. Hasn't even had a speaking role. Well, guess what the toy master, I'd say Toyinator, toy master does. He releases her.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, why did they all end up going to the next stage?
Why did he release Carmen?
He felt like it.
Yeah, to see if they could
He
actually make
dead
the
ass
level
just felt
5.
like it?
Yeah. No, it literally was just that. Well, he was trying to help Juni the entire time because Juni should have died. He's the reason that he had a 0.5 life count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's purposely trying.
He wanted
to
to get caught.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
This villain wanted to get caught.
He wanted to get caught, and I'm confused because he made the game, but
I think he wanted to come across the grandfather.
yeah,
No joke. I think that's
Yeah,
like
dead
ultimately
ass.
what he wanted to come into contact
Because
with.
that was the only time when the villain was like, "Oh wow, there's something going on with it." Because the grandfather was like, "That brother crippled me, right?"
Right?
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
That is a crazy reveal. We get backstory for Grandpa. Mm-hmm.
But otherwise,
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. He wanted to get
past the racing, there was a lot of cheating going on.
There was a lot of cheating, and I don't know why Toy Master couldn't just be like, "Hey, here you go, guys, level 5. Here, go push that button real quick." He like literally could have just did that. I'm like, I don't know. This is why we remember Spy Kids 2. We can't think about things. Just stop thinking about it. So we stop thinking about it. Turn off your brain for a bit. Carmen gets released. He's wondering, where is his sister? Where's my sister at? And then Carmen's there. Dun, dun, dun,
Just
dun,
posed up
with the claw. I'm like, oh wow, Carmen's here. Yeah, after like 50 minutes.
Right.
Like, damn, brother, Spy Kids 3, but baby, half the Spy Kid for like half the movie. That's crazy. So finally, we're going through level 4. They jump into a big ass lava mountain and they're surfing. It reminds me of like Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is a level with like you surf on like rocks and shit. But then they all get taken out by a big ass rock golem. Everyone's getting fucking bodied. It's like, Carmen! Red guy! Grandpa!
Red guy.
Grandpa! Me. This man had just accepted his death. But it's actually not lava. It's actually like, what is it, like soda? It practically like looks like the consistency of like cold soda.
Don't you love how the CSS was able to create that?
Mm-hmm. Who? The OS? You mean OSS?
OSS, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
They have the capabilities to edit the game whenever they want.
Yeah, don't think about it. I mean, stop thinking about logic.
Well, no, they were confused about it too. They were like, why is he not dead? And then they were like,
Why
unless
would you
he's
want
not.
him dead?
No, because they thought it was going to be game over for them when they saw it.
Yeah, because all this is a Toy Master's making.
Because
Yeah.
I remember they were going back and forth. They were like, put something like lava in there. And they were like, yeah, we got it. And then
It's like, y'all motherfuckers can help me the whole time? Like,
Yeah, right.
Like,
It's
what are
like,
y'all doing? What's the point of these scientists? What are they doing? Like, what are these
They're
scientists
doing
are?
nothing, yeah.
That's why y'all got Donegan on your team. So they swim through and then they find, hey, look, level 5. Like they literally look
It's
at the
right
side
there.
and like, oh look, hey guys, look, it's level 5. And then this is when Blue and Yellow, smart and cool, come together and they're like, yo, I don't think this guy's the guy. This guy kind of fucking sucks, yo. Yeah, he's like, yeah, kind of right. So they figure they're like, let's see if he proves himself. And then they have no clue how to open the door. They're like, "You're not the guy." And then they hear in the back, "I am." Dun, dun, dun. The guy comes. Dude baked in like silver armor. This man looks badass, boy.
It's Frodo from Lord of the Rings.
It's the +1 Power Ranger.
Was it actually
Yeah, that's the nigga from Lord of the Rings.
it was
The
actually
guy that always holds the ring.
Yeah, Frodo, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know the name, but Elijah Wood. Wood.
Yes.
Damn, now I see it. Holy shit.
Good job, Frodo.
Good job, Frodo.
He looked the youngest out of everybody,
That is true.
which was crazy.
I thought that was a CG, but it's okay. They finally meet the guy, and he does his guy shit. Boom, powers the door open, walks through, cake. And just gets fucking deleted, bruh. Lightning hits him. He goes from 99 all the way straight to 0. And what was his final words, boys?
He was like, "Oh poo," or I don't know.
Yeah, it was like, oh no. And then like you just saw it deduct.
I remember he was like, "Oops."
yeah, that's what it was.
Oops. Boom. So yeah, now Juni's the guy again.
Yeah, now he's the guy again.
Yeah, he's the guy. It's like, all right, yeah, okay, cool, you the guy now. But then they see Demetria again, bro. Yo, Demetria, you thought she was dead? Nah, boy, she was alive the whole time.
Here for good.
Demetrius comes back, and then Carmen's like, "Who the heck is that? It's my girlfriend. I'm his girlfriend. What you gonna do about it?" And then just one swipe goes through Demetrius. No, it's a fake. There was actually a deceiver the whole time, and it was Demetrius.
She is the deceiver.
The deceiver. No, not Demetria. Bro, that was Juni's friend, bro. Come on. Come on, man. And then, what was it? I think it's like, yeah, the Toy Master comes in. He's like, "You finally did it. You are great. You beat the game. Now, die." Then just sends in robots and shit. And then, hey, Grandpa says, "Yo, there's an exit portal over here. Come on. Go over here." Then Juni's like, "Hey, you shut down the game, right?" He's like, yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that." And then they all exit. Grandpa has his final Oscar-worthy speech where he's like, "Why would I go back when everything is perfect here? I can be whatever I want. I finally have legs. You will love me again, Julie." Julie.
Julius.
Julie.
You'll love me, Caesar.
And then Julie's like, Julie. and then Junie is like, "Grandpa, I love you no matter if you're disabled." "Oh, thanks, buddy." And then they come out of the game. Game is finally done. Happy ending. But it's not. It's actually not. Grandpa actually fucked up. He didn't fuck up. He did this intentionally. Instead of shutting down the game, he released the Toy Maker. Because I guess the Toy Maker was like trapped the whole time. So
In the game.
Yeah, in the game the whole time. So now he's released in the real world. And then everyone's like, "Grandpa, what the fuck, dude? What's wrong with you? Crazy old man." They think he's on a revenge mission. He wants to kill the toy master. He wants to kill him.
This is the worst part.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
This is easily the worst part.
This is the most like we ran out of time, and we literally ran out of budget. We didn't know what to do. Let's just throw shit at the wall. They hear reports of like, they feel the earthquake, and they're like, "Oh, yo, what is going on?" They come outside. They see nothing. But if they put on their glasses,
Their
wink,
3D
wink.
glasses.
Yeah, wink, wink, yo, 3D glasses. You see, holy crap, it's like a robot, like the Iron Giant.
It's a monkey robot.
It's an ugly robot, boy. Like, it's an ugly-ass robot. Monkey robot. And then the whole robots are in like this weird 3D like game vision that you got to put on glasses for. And then they're like, "Oh man, how are we going to fight this? There's only one way, right? With family." Calling all family. Boom. You got Javier Banderas, the father, working on his brain. And then, "Your kids need your help." He just like hits her brain's coming at the screen.
I was crying when he was like, "And I'm the uncle." I was like, what just happened?
I hated that
transition
jetpack
was
animation.
so fast.
I hated
The
nigga got tilted like this and just blasted off with.
And then everybody just comes back.
And everybody.
You got mom, you got dad, you got grandma,
Clone kids,
Floop, Minion, the Dinkster, Lil Dink,
Machete,
Who are we missing? Anybody?
The dude from the island from the previous movie.
Romero. He comes on a flying pig. No, they don't.
Well, they end up
They
coming
popped
in.
up earlier.
They pop up later.
Yeah,
They do?
Yeah, because Carmen ended up needing to be saved, and she ends up calling up.
The giggles. I thought you meant like the Fubles or whatever. The Fuggles.
Jesus.
The Fuggles. The Fugglies. Yeah, everybody comes back, bro.
Baboonga.
Special guest star Baboonga. Initially, they say only family, but then they're like, call in everyone, bro. As a kid, this was like Avengers.
Everyone's family.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what Gertie, Gertie said in the beginning of the movie. I hate you. That's what Gertie said. Everybody's your family when it comes to this, this spy shit, I guess. But I guess everybody, she just means everybody in general. You're my family. Everybody, remember when you're all our family.
Homeless nigga is my family.
This homeless man right here, my fellow man right here is my family. So everybody comes in, beating up robots, and then comes to the final boss. Fucking Bill Clinton as like a robot. Like, I don't know, he looks like that face.
Bill Clinton. That's a robot.
I don't know why that robot design looks like, literally, like, look at it. Like, fucking square ass face and shit, bro. So that's where the toy master is. This man, how we gonna beat him? Grandpa pulls up in his chair. I got this. Rocket ship. Rocket chair right into the robot. So this is the epic showdown. Now you got the Toy Master versus Grandpa. What are they gonna do? They're gonna duke it out? Is Toy Master about to beat up on a disabled man? No, they just, talk no jutsu. Tried and true. He says, I forgive you. Really?
I still love you.
I love you.
Toy maker cries.
Toy Master. I can't say this man's fucking name right. I'm sorry. Toy Master. He says, game over. And the robot fucking decompiles. Everything falls to the ground. Thank God there was nobody in the city, by the way. Where was everybody? What city is this? Is this like a fucking like nuclear site? Like,
bro, it's New York. It's like Marvel, bro.
No civilians?
Yeah, it's not summertime yet. The water park isn't open. There's less people.
Yeah, it's wintertime. I forgot about that. You know what?
You gotta think of the seasons, bro.
Good point. And then Grandpa and the Toy Master come out. Hey guys, we're still alive. And you want to know how we still alive? It's because of family. Family. Bring it in, everybody. Family. Tu familia. And then break. Boom. That's it. This movie is ahead of its time.
What's your final rating?
I ain't gonna lie. 7 out of 10. It's on par with the first movie, and that's I'll say right now, that's a biased rating. It's actually probably more like a 5 or 4 or a 5 if we're being real. But for bias, 7, on par with the first movie. I might like it more than the first movie. It's shorter. It's candy. This movie is just candy for children. That's it. Like, honestly, if you were expecting something deep, stop watching this movie, bro. Like, you're looking at the wrong area. Come on, man. Be realistic with yourself.
How about you, Amir?
You're watching Spy Kids 3 Double Ds.
Yeah, this is like top movie out of the series for me. So I'd say like a 7 out of 10.
Damn.
It's like ADHD central.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say 6 out of 10 only because it feeds into that 3D gimmick a little too much in the very end and just feels, like you said, very accelerated towards like this, especially the second half of the movie was like super rushed.
Yeah. It just feels like you're going next. And I remember in the first movie when I mentioned like, oh, the editing is very fast paced. This is the most fast paced it goes. And like, you're just cutting from shit to, like, all of a sudden now you're going from like level 1, level 2, level 3. It's like, what's happening? If you blink, you're going to miss a lot. Like, I remember I literally like, cause I was like waking up watching the third movie out of a hangover and I woke up. And then I remember just missing like maybe 5 seconds. I was like, wait, how did Carmen get here? Like, what happened? How did this happen? Got to rewind this whole shit, bro. Like, do not blink while you're watching this movie or you'll miss every great part of it, Watch it fully.
They didn't pay these people enough because some of this acting skills in this movie is ass. Grandpa was ass on several occasions.
Hey, they knew what they was doing, bro.
Real butt cheeks, bro.
They didn't have. This wasn't an Oscar winner. They knew it. They knew it.
This was a movie for the time of 2003, so go revisit it, go rewatch it. Not in reverse this time. Second movie, reverse this time. Actually, play it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it all in order, please.
There we go. Watch it all in order, and let us know what the next movie marathon you want us to do. All right, we did Spy Kids, but you know what? We're open to new ideas.
Yeah.
Let us know. Drop a comment what movie marathon you want to see happen. Until next time, peace out, Rubbers.
Peace.
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.